is definitely in the building. You feel me? Nothing before the fam is the feeling. It's chillin', making the right connection, stacking money to the ceiling. Fuck 100,000, boy, I'm trying.
What's going on, folks? It's KspadeTheProspect. Back tonight, still talking NBA 2K16 Pro-Am mode, crew mode. And, yo, guys, I've watched this trailer maybe, I don't know, like 50 times. And I'm seeing things and I'm like, is this what I think it is? So in my reaction video, a lot of you guys came through and gave me your assumptions. I mean, really, it's all guesswork at this point. Not a lot of things have been confirmed about this mode. And I decided, instead of me racking my brain to try to figure it out over here, you guys are racking your brain to try to figure it out over there. Why don't we kind of come together and break down this trailer? So I got a little short breakdown video for you guys. I'm going to just jot down some ideas and I will be in the comment section. I want to know what you guys think. And let's see if we can crack the case before 2K even gives us the answers. Alright, so the first screen we jump right into, man, shows 5 guys in what's obviously a pregame lobby. Kind of looks, you know, Call of Duty style. You probably can start a party here and send invites to friends or whatnot. The strange thing is all 5 of these guys are in regular street clothes, like street ball attire. It's a timer up there. I wonder if that timer actually works and it ticks down before you are thrown into a game, or if it's just there for, you know, cosmetic beauty or whatnot. What you notice here is as the guys are going to the court, they're no longer in their regular clothes. They're in what I can only assume is like generic uniforms, you know, so you can make sure to know the difference between the home team and the away team. And if you look through the hallway, it looks as though they are running into a rec center. I can see 2 of the courts there. You already know how it's set up. Now, as we jump into the next image, it looks like a typical Jordan Rec Center game. The only difference is we don't see a crap load of people standing around the courts. In fact, as we go to some of the other screens, there are no spectators and there's no like got next people, which is great for one thing because it's going to reduce lag in these games. The only thing that's a tad bit confusing to me is if it's no spectators and there's no got next, then why is it 4 games going at once? Like during your game, you're not really concerned about the other games. You don't even know who's over there. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how I feel about this. All right, now the leaderboard screen is something that, you know, it's pretty clear cut. You can break it down between individual player or the teams themselves. The player one right here breaks down the general stats: points per game, assists, rebounds, blocks, steals. Black ice, you need to work on those turnovers, bruh. But it also looks like it shows how many games they've played overall, how many they've played that week and that day, if that's what that is. This guy played 2,000 games in that day. So, I mean, maybe that's not what it is, but that's what it appears to be. When you look at the teams, it breaks down how many games they played, how many wins, how many losses, of course, you know, win percentage. And it also shows how many points they score a game and the owner. This is pretty good stuff right here. If you played crew before, this stuff is kind of what you expect to see. Good stuff right here, though. I'm curious to know how deep it goes. Is it top 100, top 1,000, or what? The customization options is where it looks like this mode is definitely going to flourish. In this area right here, Pro-Am kicks crew's ass all across the street. We had customization options, but nothing is deep. And I gotta admit, even though I wanted them to push the bar in customizations, this right here kind of exceeds my expectations. I didn't expect these guys to come back with customization options this in depth. You can go as far as to change the color of the charity stripe and the little, you know, the little bars where the people stand in, the blocks where people stand in during a free throw. It is really deep. The customization options clearly get an A+. Like, I'm just floored by everything they brought us here. Now, the image screen right here that shows the logos, this thing is a little weird. Now, if you look up here, you see 4 presets. You also see that you can pan over, so maybe it's even more than 4. But you got the general presets that 2K includes. You got some historic NBA teams. I've seen Golden State. I've seen the old Seattle Supersonics. And you got your own custom images that you can upload. The thing that was a little weird for me was community images. Like, I guess if you're good at making stuff, you want to kind of share it and show it off to the world. On the flip side, I don't know if I want to make a custom image for me and then see other people walking around with my image on their uniform. That was a little weird for me, but I guess to each his own. Here's an example of the court. You can see you could put text on the side of the court if you wanted to. You could do a city and a state, or, I mean, it's just dope, man. Once again, kudos on the customizations. Goes crazy. I was expecting some of the same uniforms that we saw in 2K10 and 11. And I don't know, looking at the trailer, maybe we got a bevy of those things. Maybe it's a whole lot more than I expected. Maybe they exceed there as well. Okay, now this is where things get a little weird for me. We're back in the pregame lobby. Then this is obviously the pregame lobby for a crew game. I mean, you know, it's a crew game right here. You got two different crews and they're represented wearing their custom uniforms. All right, still see that timer that we don't know if it works or not. It appears to be the leaderboard behind them. Is it gonna show where the crews are ranked? That would be dope as hell. But here's the hallway back to the court. Okay, they're rocking the crew uniforms, but why look like they run into the JRC, right? Okay, so right here we're at the jump ball. The guys are wearing their uniforms, everything looks great, the court looks dope. You guys are saying right here is why you're thinking that it's NBA based rosters, because you see guys on the bench. My concern is that it could just be there for a cosmetic beauty. This year we saw a scoreboard in the rec center that didn't work. Right here you can see guys on the bench. It's too blurry, I can't make out whether or not that's an NBA team. I can't even make out those coaches. But you guys were giving me a hard time about saying that even though this mode looks awesome, I'm all over it, I'm happy for it, I can't wait to play it, it's still some glaring differences from crew. And it might not even be differences. It's just these things haven't been confirmed yet. Are there NBA based rosters? If it's crew, OG crew, you can start a game with 2 users. I'm pretty sure you're gonna need all 5 users here. I mean, if you look at what we just saw in the trailer, if you go into the room, if you go into the locker room with 3 guys, it looks like you're gonna be in regular clothes and you gotta wait to be joined by 2 more members to go into the rec. That's what it looks like. It may not be that way, but it appears as if you're gonna have to have 5 people to get into a game. Not a big deal for me, but let's face it, some of you guys aren't very charismatic. Y'all will never find 4 friends. That's a joke. Don't get too pissy right there. But the thing is, NBA rosters, being able to start a game with only 2 users, substitutions, custom playbooks. You choose what team's playbook you want to use. I don't even know if you can do that here. And most guys probably won't call plays anyway. I'm just talking about the differences between crew and pro-am. In the last video, I wasn't clear on the differences. I took for granted, I assumed that people knew, and that wasn't fair for me to do. It's never safe to assume. Y'all know what they say about that word. But Pro-Am looks amazing, y'all. I want to know some feedback from you guys. Are you thinking some of the same things? Maybe I'm way off the mark here, but let's come together and crack this case. I don't want to wait on 2K to give me the answers. I want to know now. But that's all I got for this video, man. If you're new here, man, bang the subscribe button, because I'm going to be breaking this mode down probably every day until the thing comes out. But I'm out the next time, y'all. Peace.